Now, many people like Ruth will have made a New Year resolution to lose weight, get fitter or eat more healthily. But it
What's yours, then?
I've just accepted the body I'm in.
No shame, Matt. Yeah.
But anyway, it's not easy, darling, as you know.
It's not easy. So if you're already worried that you might fall off the wagon if you've made this kind of weight loss resolution, then don't worry, because the Speakmans are here today. And Nick and Eva, it's lovely to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It is so difficult for people because we all make resolutions this time of year, don't we? It's a new year. You think, right, wipe the slate clean. I'm going to give up smoking. I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do everything. Do you think we set our expectations too high, particularly when it comes to weight loss?
Yeah, absolutely too high. You know, and again, most people say, and they're vague as well, because a lot of people say, I want to lose weight. Well, as soon as you lose a pound, you've succeeded. So you stop, don't you? You know, so it's a matter of having clarity of what you want to do, but also, you know, if anyone has put weight on, then it's not happened overnight. It's happened over a long period of time. And again, people spend years putting weight on and then want to lose it in months. Yeah. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you even like the word diet?
No, not at all.
Because I just, you know, 98% of diets fail, and then what
98%?
Yeah, up to 98%, because they're not sustainable long term. Then what that does, and what we see when we're working with people, is that they then feel that they failed. And that knocks their self-esteem and knocks their confidence. And what we've discovered, and have done for many years now, is that just like any negative behaviour, overeating is a symptom. And behind that, there is always a cause. And most people, you know, we know what we should do. We know that we shouldn't overeat. We know that you know, what's good for us and what's bad for us. So the question is, why do we carry on?
So why do we overeat?
Well, it comes down to, firstly, conditioning, because you consider that the foods that you like the most are the ones that you had as children. But secondly, at what point, no one's born overweight, so at what point did you start putting that weight on? And that's the key, because when you look at that and you start breaking that apart and conditioning that behaviour, then the resultant habits can change, because we've all got habits around food. There's certain foods that we eat at certain times of day, and to break those habits, just trying to stop them. If you, for example, if you try and give up smoking, it's trying to give up one thing, and that can be very difficult. But when you want to give up a lot of foods because you want to eat less, then it's a lot of things, so it's even more difficult.
So what do you say to people who are watching today saying, I really do want to lose weight? What's the first thing you should ask yourself?
Well, I think the first thing that we should do is, like, first of all, don't rush. Like Nick said, it can take a long time to gain weight. So keep a food diary. How do you know how you eat and what you shouldn't be eating unless you keep a food diary? And then look for alternatives. So dieting isn't the way forward. It's about changing your lifestyle. Understand what food gives to you, because food, you know, it does release, it sort of connects to the pleasure part of the brain, and it does release feel-good hormones. So why is it, when you're not hungry, why do you need that feeling? Why do you need that taste? And understanding that. Exactly, but why? Why do you need it? Because literally food...
Yeah, why do you need it?
Well, have you ever eaten strawberry Angel Delight? It's nice.
But if you're not... And that's
it's all right if you're hungry.
Yeah, and it's OK if it's hungry, and it's OK for now and again, but why consistently?
Well, you just made me think of something. You say it's OK if you're hungry, but then I'd be the sort of person that I would eat to reward myself.
But what, exactly.
And I would eat to punish myself almost as well. So if I'm up, I'll celebrate with food, and I'm down, I'll...
See, and this is
so those are the things that need to challenge, you know, if you're eating poor reward.
Yeah. So why are you self-medicating? Because we use food to self-medicate because we've got low self-esteem. We self-sabotage because we don't feel good enough, or we think we're going to fail. We use it because we feel lonely, or we're going through grief, or we feel sad, or we need a boost in our mood. And what we've discovered is that there is always something, and it might not always be one thing, there might be other things.
Yes.
We might be copying behaviour, we might be wanting... So a lot of people, if you've got a parent, for example, who's overweight, it might give you a connection. It might be that thing that you talk about.
Yeah. So we're talking about talking about, and people are going to phone in today. Who are you looking to speak to? What can you help people with when they get to the phone-in situation?
As far as the phoning goes, we're going to be taking calls about absolutely anything and everything that people want to change about themselves. What we want to do is help people to change their perception of themselves and of food, of their issues. We want to help them to change their perception of past things that have actually made them feel bad about themselves. Because, you know, nobody should be going into this new year feeling that they can't achieve whatever it is they're looking to achieve. The thing is, take it slowly, have a strategy, have very clear goals. If it is weight loss, look at how you eat, what you'd like to change, and why you, like Nick said, what started it off? Why did you start overeating in the first place? gain more confidence, realise what a fantastic human being you are. You know, so often people will give you a compliment and say something like, you know, oh, you look really nice, and you go, oh, you know, that dress is lovely, but oh, this whole thing, I've had it for years. Say thank you, because just saying thank you, for example, will help you to acknowledge that compliment, and it'll actually help to increase your confidence, because the minute you turn around to somebody and go, oh, no, this old thing, you're actually being sort of disrespectful and demeaning yourself.
Well, the great thing is, everyone can win at weight loss, and that's what our book's all about.
Yeah, so
and that's what we want people to win.
Winning at weight loss. Well, a lot of people out there who think they can't.
Everyone can.
So
Everyone can.
Start slowly, start small. Don't set your goals too high, maybe.
And don't restrict what you eat. Don't, you know, if you eat in a certain way, don't suddenly go on a diet and try and eat something entirely different. Look for, you know, in the book we talk about having a food diary. You know, you make a food diary and then you look for alternatives so it doesn't feel that you're changing too much.